Hi guys! Okay, so today's video is going to be a little bit, I don't know, random. I wanted to show a tour of my son's new big boy room. He really won't be moving into this room for, I don't know, like another year. I'm doing November, and the baby will sleep obviously with us for the first 6 months or so, till it kind of outgrows the bassinet. So really, like, next May is when he'll start sleeping in here. But we've spent all summer getting the office cleared out. We painted the walls, we steam cleaned the carpet. It has been a process trying to clear the room out, and so we've got the room set up. I don't have him moved in to the room, but he's already like playing in there all the time. So we put a little bit of toys in there, and he keeps kind of going in there because it's new. It's a totally new space to play in. And so I just wanted to show you the room because we worked really hard on it, and I think it looks pretty good. It was not the cheapest room. I would say, I don't know an exact number. I know it was under $1,000. We had to buy all new furniture, including a mattress, and so that right there was about like $630 for all of that. But I think it was worth it because it's a very small room, and I think that I really wanted to be intentional about like space saving so he could have more floor space to play, because he's very active. So I think that buying the furniture that we did buy was worth it. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at his room. Okay, so this is what it looks like walking into the room. I'm gonna come in here and close the door because he is napping. Okay, so this is the door that you enter in, and so this is the first wall, and this is the thing that I hate. This is his closet, but is also my closet right now. When I moved in the house, the person that lived here before me had painted this door. I don't know why. They didn't paint both doors or what. So this was actually the same color as the walls, and the walls were kind of like a pea green, seafoam green type, but it was very old, and so it looked pretty nasty. It looked like pea soup. But anyway, so this was green, and this one is the normal color. I obviously would prefer both doors to be the wood look, but I didn't really have a choice. It was either try to sand it off, which we kind of tried, and the paint was not going to come off. So it was either buy a new door, paint them both, or just paint the one that was already painted. So I just opted to paint the one that was already painted. It's not perfect, but it's what we got. So this right here is a little piece of wall art that I got at Hobby Lobby. It was normally $40, and it was all of the wall art, every single bit of it, I got half off at Hobby Lobby. So I kind of timed this right intentionally. So it was $40, but I got it for $20. And so this kind of ended up being the inspiration for the room. I liked this because I want it to be a little boy's room, but I also want it to be classy looking, and a room I enjoy being in as well. So this was kind of what started the whole inspiration for the room. And so I decided to go sort of like a Southwest sort of theme. So that's really all that is on this wall. I was going to hang a hanging vine over here, but once I finished, I kind of brought it in and held it up over there, and it just didn't seem right. It was like too much green, which is something I would really never say because I am a plant hoarder. But I just didn't like it. I wanted to go very, very minimal in this room, because I'm really trying to go more towards a simplified home, and it's very much a struggle for me, but I want to keep it very simple in here because the biggest thing is I do not want to limit his floor space. He's very active, and I want him to have room to spread out and play blocks and play cars, and that's it. So you can see kind of, it's not the biggest room. It's not the smallest room. I'd say it's plenty of room for a bedroom for sure. Way bigger than what I had growing up probably. But hey, it works. So that's all we've got on this wall. And so when you walk in, you see the dresser here, and the dresser actually fits under the bed. So the bed was like $515 on Walmart.com, and it was super expensive. And so I really went back and forth, but I opted to buy the bed because it's like a dorm bed. So this little 3-piece dresser actually fits in this hole, and this is a low loft bed. So the one reason I chose it is because it has rails almost all the way around, because he is very young still, so I didn't want him rolling off the bed. And so that dresser can fit right here, and kind of just like a college dorm. And then he has all of this space back here if he wants to store things, like you could put Rubbermaid tubs or whatever. But for now I wanted him to have a fort, because like, who doesn't want a fort? So all of the furniture fits back under the bed, but I wanted to pull the dresser out because I wanted a lamp and there's a plug-in on this wall. So anyway, moving back over here, we have the 3 drawers, and it's plenty. Again, there's nothing in here yet because he's not quite moved in, but they're decent enough. I mean, all he really needs is socks, underwear, pajamas, and that's about it. This little fake succulent we got at Walmart for like $8.97, and we also got this lamp at Walmart. I think it was like $19.99. And what I love about this lamp is that it's one of the touch lamps, and so he can do it himself. He can reach it and turn it on and off himself, which he is doing and loving. So I like that he can turn the light on himself if he wants to and doesn't need me to do it. And then up here we have more Hobby Lobby. Everything on the walls is from Hobby Lobby. So this right here was kind of my, I don't know, creation. Again, every single one of these arrows were half off. I believe the red ones were like $6 a piece, so half off. Basically, they were 2 for $6. I think that the turquoise ones were like 10 or something, so again, 2 for $10. And then the big one I think was $20, so I got it for 10. So I kind of just showed my husband how I wanted him to hang them, and so he did hang them, and he just used little tack nails. There is one little hole right there that I've got to patch, because for some reason the nail ended up in the wrong place, but I will do that later, because again, he's not moved in here. It's a work in progress, but I'm almost done. So that's kind of all that we have on that wall. And I just kind of centered the dresser underneath it. And then this corner was looking very, very bare. And I wanted to get him a toy tub that was a little bit larger, because he does have some big stuffed animals or like big trucks that are just bulky and they don't fit anywhere. And so I actually found this hamper at Walmart for $19.96, I think. And I love it because it kind of ties in all of the colors. This carpet's kind of like an oatmeal Berber or something. And so it ties in the colors of the carpet, the colors of the wall, and then the kind of thing that sold me is these are like a fake leather, the handles are, and so it ties in the dark brown and kind of the Southwest sort of theme, and it's super, super deep. It's like 3 feet tall, so he can fit a ton of toys in there, and then they're kind of out of sight, and he can also just pull it over and dig his toys out, because it's super lightweight. So don't be afraid to use a laundry hamper for a toy bin. So I think it matches great, and it kind of fills up that corner. Blinds, we had to do blinds. Again, I wanted him to, I would have probably done cheaper blinds. These were like $86, but they're cordless, and I don't want him like wrapping up in the cord while he sleeps. And so my husband picked these out. They were like $86 for the set of them at Lowe's, I think is where we got them. So like $40 a piece. Normally I would have done cheaper blinds, but I love them because they're thicker and they're just better quality. And I went back and forth about curtains, and I don't want curtains because they collect dust and I want it minimal, so I didn't want curtains. This light fixture was already there. The last thing we are going to do is take that down. It's pretty, but he needs a ceiling fan. My son is like a hot box. He sweats like nobody's business. So we're going to put him in a big ceiling fan. I'm a fan of fans because ceiling fans anyway, because you have the fan, but it's not taking up space in the room. It's not taking up an outlet. And this room only has 3 outlets, so it doesn't have a whole lot because it's an older house. And so I don't want a fan that takes up floor space or outlet space. So I love ceiling fans. So we're going to get him a little ceiling fan that has brown blades to kind of tie it all together, and install that at some point. So we did paint the ceiling. It's a popcorn ceiling, but we just painted it white. We painted the walls, I think it was like antique white, and then we had to paint all of the trim boards white, and then again we seamed the carpet. The carpet obviously didn't cost anything because I have my own carpet steamer. The paint cost for everything, for your drop cloths, all that stuff. I think the paint was like $100 for everything, ceiling, walls, everything. So over here this is kind of what you see when you walk in the room, which I love. So here's his bed. We did have to buy a mattress. So the twin mattress was like $120, and I didn't want to buy a used mattress. I got, it came in a box. I got it at Walmart. I think it was like I don't know, it came in a box and it unrolled. It's like a memory foam thing, and it's super comfy. And then I had to buy a waterproof mattress cover. I think it was like $14 on Walmart, because, you know, he'll be potty training at some point, and you know he's gonna potty in the bed. And then this bedspread, which I think is adorable, I also got at Walmart, and it was kind of a bed in the bag. It was just called a Cocapelli bed in the bag. So it's got the little Cocapelli guy, who I love, and it came with all those pillowcases and that decorative pillow. I did have to spend like $8 buying the pillows to fill those. And then I bought this little buffalo. I also just got him Walmart.com. He was like $14 because I think he needed to be there. And then up here, we have his name. I just got these wooden letters at Hobby Lobby. Again, they were half off, and they were like $3. So all of the letters was like a total of $6. And then the arrows were like, I don't know, I think $10. So it ended up being $5 for the 2 arrows because everything was 50% off. And then I bought like a $3 can of spray paint. So I spray painted the letters red, and then we stuck all this up with command strip poster hangers. So we didn't use any nails on this wall at all, because after patching and painting all of the walls, I tried to minimize the nails that we used. So this all there, it's very lightweight, all of it. So we just stuck it up there with those command strip things, and they've held up for several days now. So there's the bed, love it. And then over here, just to show you a little more of the bed, it came with this bookshelf, and I needed some tubs for it, and I could not find tubs that worked for it because this is only like a 9-foot deep bookshelf, or 9-inch deep bookshelf, and so all of the tubs I was finding were too big. And I went to Dollar Tree on a whim, and I found all of these for $1. They match great, and they were $1 a piece. The ones down here are kind of crammed, but they're a lot deeper. These are really shallow. So I kind of opted for the deeper ones, and I don't really like how they look because they're kind of like crunched in there, but I'm hoping when he puts some toys in there, it'll kind of fill them out. Or if not, I did buy 3 extra of those. So if I end up hating how that looks, I'll just put the shallower ones there. This bookshelf also comes out, and I had it originally on this wall, but I just didn't like it, so I put it back, because again, I'm trying to maximize floor space. Same thing over here. There's this little bookshelf on the end, and this is my favorite part of the bed. This is probably what sold me into spending the money. This actually rolls out as a desk. So again, I was kind of thinking in mind as he grows. So as he gets older and goes to school and has homework, or if he just wants to draw or color, you can pull that out. He can pull up a chair and do whatever he needs to do, and then he can push it back in when he needs the floor space. So I really love that I can push it back and out of the way when he's not using it. This rug, I love it because it looks kind of like a buffalo hide to me, because I love buffaloes, and I have petted one up close. So this looks just like a buffalo hide. It's a little darker than it's coming off on camera, but my mom just had this in her house, and she gave it to me. So it was free. And it's just, you know, a little soft rug. And then here is like my favorite part of the room. I wanted him to have an awesome fort because I think every boy should have a little fort. And so I did buy these rope lights, which were, I think, $20. And I got 18 feet, and it literally fits all the way around the bed perfectly. So it was the perfect length, and they're LED, so they don't get hot, and all we did is just zip tie them. So I bought a bag of white zip ties, and I got under here and I zip tied them, and so it's super cool. And like I said, he's been playing in here, so he's already brought in his blocks and his Hot Wheels, and that's what he plays with most of the time. So I just went ahead and left them in here. So again, the desk just easily slides back under. And it is light outside, so I don't know if you'll get the full effect. But let me turn off the lights for you, and you can kind of see the kind of look of the bed. I just think it's so cool. I was telling my husband, he's like a car guy, and I was like, his bed has ground effects. It's awesome. And so it's just really neat. So like in the evening, we'll have the door open and have all the lights off except for that one. And when you walk in the room, and that's kind of what you see, I just think it's really inviting. And then, like I said, he can walk in and turn on the lamp whenever he wants to. Okay guys, so let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I need to add something, take something away. I am by no means a professional decorator, but I think I made the best use of the space possible. I think I've kind of maintained as much possible floor space as I can. And I'm sure it will look different once I move him in, because then you're gonna have books and a little bit of clutter and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to show you what it looked like as sort of like a blank canvas without all of the stuff in there. But I would be happy to kind of film the process of moving him in here if you'd like me to, even though that won't be for another couple months. I still have to get in this closet and get it cleared out because it's a disaster. Let me show you. So right here is where we have our stroller stored. This is all of his books that need to go on the bookshelf, and a toy chest I was gonna use, but I don't know if I'm going to. And here are my clothes that I have to kind of reach over and grab, just because this is what we're working with at the current moment. So I need to get in my closet and get it organized, but I wanted to get the room done first before I went back to school. All right guys, so I am going back to work Monday, and I feel like I finally accomplished my goal, which was to get this room done before. So let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you next time guys. Bye.